Now do this with me. Inhale. Now exhale. And when you do it again, imagine him, Elohim, breathing streams of rivers racing directly into your lungs, but you don't gasp for air. Nah, far from it. You're resuscitated from this life into eternity, and you love it. Inhale. See, if Jesus was a guitar, you'd strum it. You'd pluck it. You'd capo on the 3rd fret, because 3 is the beginning of all things, and there's nothing like it. He's melodic. Perfect pitch, no matter the octave. He's adventurous. He's a graffiti artist. He's a can of Krylon saving humanity from its destruction. He's God incarnate, and he backs up his words with actions. Now, exhale. And then there's us. Don't even get me started on us, thinking we're the all-knowing students circumventing the syllabus. It's ridiculous to think that we can blink our way into atonement. We fall madly in love with the argumentation of the scriptures, yet we do nothing with it. Like the Stoics, the Greeks, the emperors in Crete, the elders, the deacons, the pastors and priests. How many more hundreds of thousands of dollars do we have to spend on our church services before we finally get it? Before we understand that Jesus wasn't worried about lighting schemes or financial budgets. Before we understand that Jesus was on mission and not complacent. Before we realize that we've been commissioned to leave our pews and saturate the neighborhood tenant. See, the gospel is good news meant for the lost and not the Sunday Christian. So there I was, in the middle of a laundromat, standing in the presence of God, talking to an agnostic. He was caustic at the mere mention of any religious content, and I have to admit, I didn't necessarily disagree with his argument. Although all of my theological training tells me that I should convert him, but that's not my job, nor in my power to do so. He told me he once followed Jesus, but Christianity got in the way, and the truth and the life was replaced by production lines and proper etiquette for Sundays. So I painted a picture for him. One marked by different gauge spray tips fanning and flaring sunsets on horizons. Selfless backdrops of cityscapes align the composition to make way for the reality of redemption. I go on to tell him to imagine Christ in the center of our incarceration, and he's drawing his community outward, and he's given us the keys to the kingdom. And you know what? He smiled. He was thrilled because he hadn't heard the kingdom gospel in a while, or ever for that matter. So why are we holding on to the keys so tightly? Creating impossible barriers for those people from entering into his community. Do this with me. Inhale. Now exhale. Invigorating, right? See, we breathe the same air as those people. We wear the same clothes as those people. We eat the same food as those people. We drink the same alcohol as those people. We're addicted to the same vices as those people. We struggle the same struggle as those people, because those people are our people. We are them. See, there is no us. There is no them. There's only we. And the ironic reality that baffles me is this. Although we are all guilty of sin, Christ still came into our world, and he saturates us from within to breathe life for those people and for us. Do this with me. Inhale. Now breathe.